very few times in life do you get a chance to revisit new addictions, right? And this is what Game Pass does for you. Game Pass sets up your new best game, a game that you probably would have never picked up and tried, a game that you probably would have just saw the cover art and just keep on moving. Name alone probably wouldn't have got you in the door. I am addicted to this game like no other, and I'm gonna tell you right now. If you happen to have Game Pass or don't, and you just have like $14 that you got to spend on a game, I'm going to send your way the most addictive game that I'm playing right now that I can't put down. Seriously, this game is the most addictive game that I've played since Dead Cells, since Vampire Survivor. This game reached those critical heights, and I am thankful for Game Pass helping me do this. This is what I'm talking about. This is what gaming is all about.
What's a man or a king? What's it a saying? Advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game, but shoot what said as you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs slide. Fast talker, no wriggling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That flash make it a portrait. Gun kick back, now grannies from porches. David on the sea, you know that it's scorching. What's a man or a king? What's it a saying? Advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game, but shoot what said as you claim it.
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Said what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. This is an exciting Wednesday. Now, I know for the past couple of weeks, we haven't had any PlayStation news. And the news has been really bad. Like, it just sucks. They don't have anything to talk about, so they talk about Xbox. And Xbox is the thing that you need to be talking about because Xbox has motion, baby. It's moving and shaking. Got dudes out here quaking in their boots. Dudes are even getting upset when games leave Game Pass, making whole videos about how it's a bad thing. Just buy the game before it leaves. Like, whatever. But listen, we have fantastic news on the PlayStation today. We have news on hashtag no PlayStation 6. We have news on the PlayStation Portal. And we have news on Mr. Me Too in the face ass trying to copy everything that Xbox do. But I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Not at all. Don't even worry about it. I understand. Imitation is the most sincerest form of flattery, and considered Xbox flattered, right? But hey, we got topics to get into. We got games that's inside Game Pass that are dope, and some games that you definitely want to see and have fun with. And then we also have the PlayStation stuff to talk about. The world is talking about it. I told you. Hashtag no PlayStation 6. You know what it is. We're going to run it up on these bumps. I'm going to keep the boot on cons neck this whole generation. Remember I told you. And I'm just Mr. 98% right all the time. Now, if you got a problem with me, leave a comment. Let's get to these topics. What we're going to stop doing is we're going to stop normalizing psychotic behavior. Psychotic behavior is behavior that is done to you by psychopaths. Psychopaths are the individuals that want to tell you that a game inside Game Pass should never leave Game Pass. Do you have that same damn energy when anything leaves the PlayStation Plus? A game is there for a period of time to give to the subscribers. Now, one of those games is Stalker 2 that is going to be leaving Game Pass November 20th because it releases on the PlayStation 5 on November 20th. GSC GameWorks they have gone through great lengths to get Stalker 2 to the world. Now, PlayStation, Xbox, whoever else get a chance to get the game, PC, those individuals are lucky individuals to get a chance to play this game from individuals that were under tremendous amount of stress. Iron Lords, we got a chance to interview the Stalker 2 devs. We got a chance to tell them our critique on the game. I felt the game was a little rough around a lot of areas. And since release, Stalker 2 has been probably one of the most patched games in the history of gaming. Literally. I believe that the patches that they have released for this game were damn near making it into a whole nother game. They fixed so many things that were wrong with it. And coming on the 20th, there's a patch for the 1.7 patch. That's going to go live. Now, if you're a Game Pass subscriber, Game Pass Ultimate subscriber, Game Pass tier, whatever tier you are available on Game Pass, you have access to purchase this game at a discount rate. Now, throughout the year, this game has been on various discounts. So if an individual wanted to purchase this game within a 1 year period of time, then you had the opportunity to do so. You still have the opportunity right now. If you happen to like Stalker 2 or love the franchise in any form or fashion, you have the ability to go right now and purchase this game, right? You can purchase the game. You can support the devs. That's your thing. That's your lingo. That's what you want to use. But we won't use psychotic behavior by trying to dictate what stays inside Game Pass and what leaves. It's not a first-party title. It's not anything that they said that they will have to keep inside Game Pass like first-party titles. This is a title that was help funded by Microsoft. It came to Xbox platform and PC first, and then it goes to the PlayStation. Fantastic. More people get a chance to see this. More people get a chance to go out and directly support GSC. So, what's the problem? I have no idea, but individuals try to take their own little agendas and try to make it more than what it is. This is gaming, folks. Stop with all this, oh, games is leaving Game Pass. It's bad news for It's no bad news for Game Pass. It's good news for Game Pass. Game Pass is fine. Like, the game is available. Go play it. If you don't want it to leave by the 20th, go play it and end it now. There is no doom and gloom. Stop with the made-up titles for videos. Stop with the extra for just dumb nonsense. It's just dumb nonsense. Are you interested in horror? Do you think that horror is your thing? First-person vampire slaying is on the Xbox right now for the low cost of $19.99. First, the Eternal Night of Everdark, Undead Apocalypse Awakens on the Xbox Series X and S. Check it out. From comic book panels to console screens, this game shows up from the gritty novel and brings you the world of Eternal Night, where humanity's last survivors hunted ancient bloodlines beneath the blood-soaked moon. The creators wanted to bring the intensity to life in the leather-torn neon light rain, smell of gunpowder, and fear. What began as a side project with friends, illustrators, programmers, and horror fans soon evolved into something bigger. Everdark was first imagined as a VR experience designed to immerse players directly into the chaos of the vampire-infested world. But as the prototype grew, so did the ambition, and the team realized the story deserved a broader canvas, a full cinematic game that could combine modern gameplay depth with visceral tension of survival horror. Now, it's crafted in the Unreal Engine 5, and you can see that the game was brought to you by a smaller team. Now, it's not a huge team that brought this to you, but again, small team, big vision. It feels like a VHS horror movie. If you like it, if you love the concept, if you love what you're seeing on the screen right now, it's a tribute to 80s horror films reimagined for a new generation. is out right now on Xbox Series X and X, and it's $19.99. Give Everdark the Undead Apocalypse a try. If you're a fan of Pillars of Eternity, the beta is out right now. The public beta. What you need to either own Pillars of Eternity or have access to the title via active Game Pass subscription. What you're able to do is go to the Enchanted World and get a chance to play the game. Now, what you need to do is sign in to your Windows PC or launch on your Xbox Insider Hub, navigate the previews of Pillars of Eternity Heroes Edition, select Join, and then wait for the registration to complete and be directed to the store to install Pillars of Eternity Heroes Edition. To participate in the Pillars of Eternity beta, you will need to either own or have access to it, and then you will gain access to the game. Now, I believe this opens up the turn-based mode, and your feedback is very valuable. So if you love Pillars of Eternity, go check this out. Me personally, I'm not a Pillars of Eternity person, but again, it's not about me, it's about us. And a friend of mine is a huge fan of this stuff, so turn-based might work out for him. The day has come, my green brethren. The day where hashtag no PlayStation 6 is one step being closer to being realized. Now, the prophecy was put into place, I told you, when the PlayStation 5 Pro was released. Now, in order to fulfill the rest of the prophecy, they needed to be able to access your gaming library without the need of a console. Now, remember when dudes was giving Xbox all this crap for not needing a console to access Game Pass? Well, this is one step further. This is having access to your digital library. So technically, you can sell off your PlayStation 5, buy a portal, and have access to digital content that you already own via the app. Now, this is on great news, but we will talk about that a little bit further. But you no longer need a PlayStation 5 to play Astro Bot and other PlayStation 5 exclusives. Now, this is brought to you by Eurogamer. Shout out to Eurogamer and Don Peppertat. I appreciate your hard work. So if you want to play Astro Bot, Borderlands 4, or Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, Fortnite, well, then you could just get in there and have that fun. Now, for a fraction of the cost, you do not need to have a PlayStation at all. All you do need is to have a portal. For $200, you can jump inside the ecosystem and stream your games. And should be a happy moment for all PlayStation fans. Being that you guys definitely don't like to spend money, well, think about it this way. Go out and get yourself a portal, then go get the app, digitally purchase your games, and don't ever buy a PlayStation. Will this impact sales? Will this turn people away from the console? Will the PlayStation Portal do exactly what I said that the PlayStation handheld would do? Effectively kill off the console. This is great news. If you're a PlayStation fan, I told you, I'm 98% right all the time. Hashtag no PlayStation 6. You know what it is. We're going to run it up on these bums. I'm going to keep the boot on Kong's neck this whole generation. I know that gets you mad, but go sit in your damn seat and shut up while I cook.
You have failed me for the last time.
If you don't think Sony isn't watching the sales success of the Nintendo Switch 2, you're out of your mind. With selling just 10 million copies in such a short period of time in 2 financial periods, the Nintendo Switch 2 is starting a new trend. Now, with the success of that and the success of the PlayStation Portal, of course, PlayStation is looking towards making a handheld console. Now, that thing is in the works, and we do know that they're working on a PlayStation 6. But in order for the prophecy to be fulfilled, they had to see a roadmap. Well, first, the PlayStation 5 Pro had to come out. That was initiated. The price tag is so high, it's incredible. right? A lot of people don't like it and they find reasons not to get it. But the Portal came out at a very good price, and the Portal is selling very well. With the news that you don't need a PlayStation 5 to access your titles, your PlayStation Portal is a whole lot more attractive. But what the PlayStation Portal doesn't have is native downloadable games, right? So that is the main Achilles heel of that device. Well, the PlayStation Portal, the PlayStation 6 handheld, that device, and it's not going to be called the PlayStation 6 handheld. That's just the placeholder. That device is going to have native downloads. But what it also is going to have, apparently, is cross-buy. If you buy it on PlayStation, you buy it on PC, you buy it one place, and it has dual entitlements. I wonder where I heard that from. But the PlayStation is now having these things come leaking out. On a November post on X, Twitter, the leaker revealed that the recent data miner the PlayStation Store had uncovered 3 new features coming to the PlayStation 5 soon. New symbols would be added to the PlayStation 5. But there are some nice new features coming to PlayStation. Now check it out. You have the cross-buy PlayStation/PC cloud gaming. Could this PlayStation 5 cross-buy be for the PlayStation 6 handheld? And indubitably, I'm going to tell you yes. Hashtag no PlayStation 6. You know what it is. We're going to run it up on these bumps. I'm going to keep the boot on Kong's neck this whole generation. And if that made you mad, wait till the synopsis to this video. Oh my God. Now that we realize that you don't need a PlayStation 5, and I told you that they will be making a console option, right? With seeing how Microsoft has pivoted and just stepped away from making sure selling of games is its highest priority, and then consoles will flourish. You see, what you would do is you make yourself a high price tier console that is able to give you everything in the marketplace and make sure that you got storefronts all over the place that will bring in the cash. And then if you build it, they will show up. PlayStation looked over at Microsoft and said, like, how did they bamboozle us? How did they outsell us? How did this happen? It just happened on a drop of a dime. And I told you, it was going to happen so fast that your head was going to spin. But after you gather your faculties and you realize exactly what I was saying was the truth, now we're at the precipice. They made the PlayStation Portal. See, they dropped a couple of devices, and these devices weren't hitting. But that device hit. It hit in a way that they kind of figured out if we keep updating certain aspects to it, it can definitely take off. And it did. Shout out to the Portal for making the PlayStation 5 console irrelevant. Now that you got the Portal and you're streaming, the biggest Achilles heel in that device is no native. It's not like Xbox ROG Ally X. This device download your games to it. And plus, you can stream your content and link it and mirror your console. You can do a whole bunch of things with this device. We're also playing multiple storefronts. Now, as limited as the Portal is a limited device, right? So again, we have to be nice to the limited device. But the next device made in its image is going to be a little bit more robust. You say $500-$600, you'll be able to do the downloads and play your games natively from the device. That's going to sell in buckets. Think about the Nintendo Switch 2. Sold 10 million in 2 quarters, right? Well, I believe that the PlayStation handheld would do the same, i.e. killing off the most expensive device that PlayStation would ever drop, the PlayStation 6, while making the PlayStation 5 Pro the de facto console when it comes to PlayStation, i.e. the last console. While you're going around with handhelds, yeah, you'll be able to dock it to the TV, you'll be able to play it. Listen, think about it. It makes only logical sense. There's no way PlayStation is going to be selling consoles that's $900. That's how much I predict the PlayStation 6 will actually cost, because it has to come in at a higher price tag than a PlayStation 5 Pro, right? So again, the PlayStation 5 Pro, $750, plus tax, disk drive, all that other stuff, $900, yada, yada, yada. We already know that the PlayStation 6 is not going to have a disk drive. So you will have to buy that separate, stands, run up the price. It starts at $900 any goddamn way. So then why do it? But bring in a console, a handheld, if you will, that plays everything downloaded natively to the device. $600 is a steal, oatmeal. You get a chance to have your Kohl's ecosystem while also making simultaneous purchases. But herein lies the rub. This is why Xbox is the best platform, because of what I'm about to tell you right now. PlayStation will start to do day and date, because if they're going to have the cross-buy feature, then that has to be initiated. It got to have merit. The merit is released on PC, released on PlayStation, buy it one place, play it both places. Kind of like Play Anywhere, right? You hear me? Mr. Me Too interface ass is back at it again, copying other people's homework. But it's okay, because this leads to your ultimate demise. Didn't you guys tell us that Xbox doing all this extra stuff will kill off the console? And this is the reason why? Well, surprise! You too, stupid. But this is going to do you a whole lot dirtier than anything else. You're going to do it to yourself. Now, when the handheld comes out and the PlayStation 6 is irrelevant, well, then there. I'm going to still be here, and kinda, you won't. But your handheld will hold you through the test of time. Please, everybody go outside and get that PlayStation 5 Pro. It's your last console. Enjoy it. Have fun. It's over for you, buddy. But I'm going to do like I always do. Oh, wait a second. Like, follow, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. And hype up the video. Because what we did right now was catch a body. Yeah. Spun the block. Made it hot. It's disgusting. But I'm going to do what we all do, what I love to do. And I'm going to go with game is game and win is win. And I'm going to tell you, try to play the Game Pass.
Play it day one with Game Pass.